So let's film these beauties. I'm going to put the light on here, and I didn't want to create a shadow right off the bat, but the light is really better. And before we even pick this one up and look at her, I'm going to go ahead and measure her up. My calipers only go to almost 8.2 inches. And so I would say this piece is 9.5 or so, definitely over 9, and then probably pushing 10 inches tall. This is one of the Watchers. It is a double terminated twin. Super, super unusual and rare, and there are phantoms in this main piece. So, and I've got my camera pretty far away because I want to be able to give you a good overall look at this piece before we start zooming in on the details. So she has twins here, and the cool thing about this piece too is there's actually 5 terminations, and thank goodness there's this beautiful imprint, and I mean beautiful. I mean, it's like the perfect handhold. But this imprint, somebody was totally holding this couple together as they grew, but the imprint also created a good bit of growth interference, which is fabulous because it has kept the price down as far as by weight. But what's cool about this too is you've got your terminations and a beautiful self-healed bridge here on the base, and these are all natural. And then you have your terminations on the top, and where there is growth interference, look right here. The main crystal has actually terminated with facets right there. So between the 2 crystals, you have 5 terminations. There's, kind of multiple going on down here, but, 5 definite points of resolution. And see the rainbow she's flashing there, and look over above my thumb. This piece is absolutely loaded with rainbows. So let's see if we don't find those since she's flirting. I'm going to bring the camera down now because it's easier on my back. And let's see if we can catch the rainbows for you, because they're huge and they're right in the middle. And she's going to be, you can see where the one of the reflections, there's lots and lots of them too. So let's just see. Maybe she'll show us later as we work with her. There we go. There is quite a huge one, and really vivid colors too. Let me try and get it so it doesn't wash out. There you go. I knew it was there because it was like front and center, and it's right by the heart of the baby, of the younger twin. And I really liked the way that interacted there. And I love the patterning. That is a heartbeat rainbow too. It'll do its little thing. It's kind of circular, and it's quite deep. It's got a lot of layers to it. But that's her showstopper, and there's more down in the base. You can see a little bit of green flecks. There's one flashing there. But these crystals, if you look here, that's where the rainbow is flashing off of. These Watchers, the phantoms are really cool. I've seen this phenomenon called a manifestation phantom. I don't tend to use that term because I'm trying to zoom my lens and I can't. I forgot I'm already zoomed all the way. I don't use that term because it's to me misleading, because a manifestation, there's another rainbow, is completely free floating. But what they're referring to is what I call a gel phantom. This is actually another crystal growing inside, and the rainbow is where the two are, the definitions are meeting. But it's not a fully formed crystal. You don't usually have, facets. Every once in a while, but not usually. They're more like they were gelled, they just weren't all the way finished, but the phantoms settled on them as they grew. Let me see if I can get you a good view of the phantoms in this one. It has 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 visible that I'm seeing. They're not super strong, but they are there. And I would love to get, she's just so big. She's hard to photograph. She's such a big girl. So the lower ones, let me get the glare off. There you go. There are the lower ones there, and those are the ones that are growing over the other crystal. And then the upper ones are more true phantoms, and you can see they're crisper and cleaner too, like these two up here. And these ones are more soft. This piece is almost 100% natural. And, you know, thankfully, as far as pricing, between the imprint and the slight little buff, it made a really good price break in an otherwise exorbitantly priced crystal. This front face appears to have been buffed the slightest bit right here. The top is still natural, you can see. This is part of the crystal here. But down here, it just, and I can feel it, it just feels a little smoother. There's still, that looks like a watermark from being out in the rain. Yeah, they still go out for R&R just because I've had them a while. Those little circles are watermarks. But anyway, that's the only polishing I could find on this piece. That face is natural, that face is natural, that one's natural, that one's natural, that one's natural, and all of the terminations at the base are also all natural. See if I can get the angle a little better for you. But this is, yeah, you can see that. And in beautiful condition, you know, even the base. Look at the imprint there. The growth interference imprint, that's cool. Oh, wait, what's that? Is that growth interference or is that phantoms? Wait. That, I believe that is growth interference. Certainly got my attention. There's a rainbow. Got my attention for a minute. And there's this beautiful key on the side with incredible glyphs in the key. I mean, what a download waiting to happen. Right in there. Deep Lemurian lines. And you can see by the color, this is a pink Lemurian. It's not pink like a Scarlet Temple. It's a true pink from the actual hematite in the soil that's included as it grew. Starberry is off the chain. Really beautiful, what looks to be Pleiadian brushwork, but you know, I'm not going to swear to it, but I think so. But they're really beautiful and really deeply etched. And in the imprint, the whole imprint has this orange peel kind of texture to it, and it's perfect as well. And then let me see, let me look at the Starberry on all the sides. Really deep stepped lines, and there's brushwork between the lines, and there's rainbows and Starberry on the puppy too. Oh, Kitty, please, honey, I don't want you up here. Excuse me just a minute. She's going to jump on something that's going to fall, and she's going to be really upset. Kitty, that's not safe. Kitty, that's not safe, and you're too fat. And she's trying to go the long way around so she can get on the table, and it's not going to be pretty. Kitty? No. It's a bad idea. Look, that'll fall. I'm telling you. No. She just, all day long, it's rainy and she wants a place to hide out, and she's not taking no for an answer. And I really don't want her up here right now. I don't usually tell her no, so no wonder she doesn't take no for an answer. So sorry about that. Anyway, she's flashing now. Let's have a look at the baby, because I really want to show this piece to in all her glory. And there's rainbows in the baby as well. She's definitely showing all her glory now. Holy moly. Okay. Big, huge step above that thumbprint. It's like a heart and a lightning bolt. More rainbows. I would love to get you a really nice view of the phantoms. They're just so misty and mystical looking. They're, like I said, they're not super strong phantoms, but you know, they're easily seen. It's just hard to get the angle here. But I'm sure you've seen enough to get the idea. She's busier flashing rainbows anyway. That kind of shows them better. You can see the sharp ones and the soft ones down there. And the main face on this one, before we finish up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a grounder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, this is a grounder. And here's another thing I want to show you. Just these little itty bitty tiny chippings. This is the mark of a natural unpolished crystal, okay? I mean, if they were going to polish it, they would have buffed that out. All they did was buff a window so you could see the phantoms. I mean, you can see the texture, you know, and they did not even mess with the top. So this crystal is basically in pristine condition, not pristine, in most excellent condition. Pristine wouldn't even have chippies. But it's in fabulous condition, and a crystal this size to be in this good of condition, look at the Starberry, is also really phenomenal. Rainbow too in there. And again, if they even touch it with a wheel, it, to me, in my book, it goes as polished. So that's just the way that is. And then the last thing I would really like to show you closer is the self-heal, because it's got some iron in there. It's like a really pale pink golden healer, okay? And it's a self-healed bridge with Starberry. Still, you know, the energy that holds these two together. Probably serving the same function as the big piece that has since naturally separated and fallen away. So that is your first one. This one is $29.95. And is about 9 inches long. Double terminated twin watcher. Now, the next one I wanted to show you, this one is a beautiful twin as well. This one is heavily polished. Look at the diamond window on it. It's polished, but it's not had the shape changed more than was necessary to clean it up. I see phantoms in there. Wow, I did not see those before. See the lines in the middle? Wow. Oh no, maybe, yep, I do. I did not notice that before. Well, I'm going to stick with my original pricing because that's what I did. And I think they choose that sometimes to show when they need to find their person. And this one, I would love to be able to hold this and show you. Wonderful Starberry. And this little ding, it's not a ding. I'm really tempted to call that a fracture, but I see that a lot. I mean, that's a little sharp there, so it may have nicked on something, but this is a something. And it's not just a typical conchoidal fracture, because I see it often enough in these Lemurians that it's a something. This one has a beautiful little puppy who may also have phantoms. but I can't tell if that's imprinted or phantoms. And then the puppy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 faces there. Looks like she's got a time link on the side. And there's actually 2 crystals down here with a really nice imprint. But the kicker on this one for me was the huge, true diamond window. And I believe this piece had still 3 natural faces. I had notes on this piece because both pieces, I believe, have either 8 or 9 facets. So they are at minimum prosperity and abundance. Yes, and there's one, that time link is natural, and that little diamond window is natural. And I'm pretty sure I found 3 natural faces. Beautiful lines on this one too. Lots of starberry. The sides have been left natural. The barrels are natural. Even all the way up here. There may be a little buff on here, but not much. And she's flashing rainbows. This piece, this side definitely got some polish because it has, you know, smoothed off the junction between the 2 twins. That face there is natural. But this is a really spectacular piece, and it's quite large, not as huge. It's not gargantuan like the other one, but it's quite large. And it's a very good price because of the extent of the polishing that's on it, which lets you see how beautiful it is inside. And possibly has phantoms. I'm really surprised. And rainbows are popping just everywhere. So this one is $6.50, and there's a little sticker if you want to screenshot that. But this one is $6.50, and let me measure her for you just to give you an idea. Very pink here. They're strongly dichroic, so like laying it down gave it more color than being upright. And this piece is just about 6 inches, a little bit over 6 inches tall. And so let me see, and she does not, well, she almost self-stands. I mean, I wouldn't trust it. You know, she certainly would sit well in a pillow or a bowl of sand. But just want to give you a good view, and it has just, there's rainbows everywhere in here. And there are definitely the gel crystals growing in here. So if you do find a for sure phantom, I'm not surprised. It's just going to be very faint. Lots of little records on the sides, little triangles. And backwards comet trails. That's a language, I just can't remember the name of it right now. And here is the base. You've got a little bit of self-heal going on. And you can see 1, 2, 3 crystals, you know, 2 at the base and then the 1 main one. So that is that baby. And I'm going to make sure this will upload. This is going to be my largest experiment to date. Here we go.